Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. I'm El Nino with DWI Dylan Willer Incorporated, and today we have the most special guest of them all. We have DWI. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Nick Brutal, and of course, the mastermind behind DWI, Dylan Wheeler. Welcome, gentlemen. Here we are.
Nino, always a pleasure. And for those of you out in, well, I guess it's not really TV land, but you get the idea. The pleasure is all yours.
I'll take it. Dylan, how are you this evening?
I'm doing fantastic. I just had myself a nice little vacation over the weekend, and now I'm ready to get back to work.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, and we'll get to that because we have business to take care of. But
Yes.
speaking of, where these funds are going with DWI, because I saw your little vacation. Here's a little teaser right here. Yes, very nice. But we'll talk about that later. May 27th, this Saturday. This Saturday at the Baker County Fairgrounds, it's going to be DWI versus the Kentish Bros, former DCCW Tag Team Champions, Kentish Bros, and I think we all agree that this is one of the biggest opportunities we've had in a long time. Nick Brutal, your thoughts?
Well, I agree with everything you said, Nino. This is huge. I mean, I normally don't say anything positive about, well, quite frankly, anybody other than myself and my associates. But as you mentioned, the Kentish Bros, they're former DCCW Tag Team Champions. I mean, they've proven that they can do. But after all this time, DWI is finally going to prove to all those chum stains out there what we can do. And this win, because let's face it, we are going to win, like we always do. As I had stated in my last promo, this is going to put us one step closer to getting an opportunity at the DCCW tag titles ourselves. One step closer to gold.
I could taste it. I could absolutely taste it. It's just been too long. And we're finally
It's within reach, brother. It's within reach.
We're finally getting our just due. Dylan, now I know this probably means more than anybody because you put all this together. Like, your thoughts on finally tasting that almost championshipy, scene. What do you think? Like, what's without revealing too much of the game plan, but what are your thoughts now approaching? We're finally facing, because it's undeniable at this point. We've been on a winning streak. It's undeniable.
Facts. I mean, I've always considered myself a keen strategist, but Dylan, I gotta say, you are the man with the plan.
That's
greatest
right.
Parking space in all of pro wrestling. Way to earn it, buddy.
Well, when he remembers the parking space, but that's the past, but that's a different issue. But go ahead, Dylan. Tell us, genius, what are your thoughts coming in?
Honestly, I just keep thinking back to when we first started this. When we put this together, when I just had that idea, when I had that light bulb go off at the top of my head, I decided, let's do this. Let's do DWI.
That's right.
All those years ago, and we've been grinding, we've been working.
That's right.
We've been showing people that we deserve
rolling, if you will,
gold. We deserve.
We on a roll.
Yes, on a roll. Perfectly describing it. And at this point, I want gold. I want championship gold.
We look good in gold. Look at us.
Fact. I mean, come on. You can't deny it.
Right here. Absolutely. And see, this is going to come to fruition with this.
Right.
When we beat the Kentish Bros, we're going to prove that we're ready for championship gold.
No, absolutely. And I completely, now, no taking away, seeing them here when they were champions, not taking away anything. We're not taking the Kentish Bros lightly. I don't know what it is, a stroke of luck or what, but they weren't in DCCW long before they became
And
champions.
quite frankly, I mean, those belts look, I mean, bigger than they are. But
Thank you.
but I got to hand it to them. You know, they pulled it off. I mean, they pulled it off well. But yeah, their luck runs out this Saturday. That's all there is to it.
I mean, yeah, the fact is they lost them, and they're not.
That's also a fact.
Yeah, they're not on the wave of momentum that we are.
Nope.
We proving night in, night out that we are at the top of DCCW, and we deserve tag team championships. That's just a fact.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the tag team.
No argument there.
Look at the tag team division right now. You have the champions, Controversial Inc., great team. You know, they come in a
Yep,
pack.
lot of respect for those guys. I mean, they're mean, they're tough, and you know, they didn't get to where they got by accident.
Yeah, they're on top. They're on top of DCCW. They're the tag team champions. La Brava, part of Controversial Inc., is the women's DCCW champion. So they're not there by accident. Then you have, of course, the Kentish Bros. You know, say what you want about them, but they beat Controversial Inc., had a little run, but then, of course, lost them. And then, of course, our arch enemy.
Don't bring him up. Don't bring him up, please.
Big man.
Diabetes boys.
Oh no, I don't want to hear that name anymore. I don't want.
Which, by the way, we kind of spoiled a little bit. They were this close.
Oh yeah,
this close of actually winning.
Well, you know what they say though. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Technically nuclear warfare, but that's a whole other subject too.
And you know what? That little thing we did at the end of their match where they were about to basically, at least from what I saw, because when the Ghetto Superstar, when you take a leg drop off the middle rope from that amount of weight, like there's no real coming back.
Yeah, please don't remind me. You know,
right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you took
and someone who's been on the receiving end of that, unfortunately, yeah, not one of my better days.
I mean, it's safe to say if they would have hit it, it would have been done. But good thinking on your part, Dylan, because we were in the back and we're like, you know what? We can't. I mean, we can't have a title. They can't have a title. That was a good call on your part, Dylan, to spoil it a little bit.
Yeah, well, think about it this way. I mean, they always ruin things for us constantly. They always try and get in our way and to cause problems and try to try and put a damper on our parade. But you know what? That's fine because we're going to do it right back to them. And that's why I thought of that.
And that was, and you know what? I don't know if you caught it later that night, but they were interviewed and they didn't quite appreciate it. But you know what? Who cares what they appreciate?
No,
my heart goes out to them. Yeah, just we got in there. They got in there. Boo feels about us costing them a shot at the gold. Tough.
And I don't know what their plans are, but I know what our plans are because they lost. Oh, well, actually, no. Ah, damn it. They didn't lose, didn't they? They won by DQ. By
DQ. Oh, whatever.
I guess that keeps them up in the running. But never.
Yeah, but still, champion's advantage. As we all know, since it has been preached for the last couple of decades now, title cannot change hands by count out or disqualification. So they may have gotten a W in the record books, but no gold for the diabetes boys. Darn.
Well, they're not
champions. Better luck next time, guys. Not.
Exactly. So, Dylan, May 27, Baker County Fairgrounds, DCCW. Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's just lay it out there because, we're confident. I think we're confident. Nick is a powerhouse. Dylan, you're the brains behind it. I do my thing. And we have like a perfect chemistry behind it. Dylan, who cares if they see this, in my opinion? I leave it up to you. But what do you think the game plan should be? Not that they could do anything about it anyways, but what do you think the game plan should be approaching the Kentish Bros?
Honestly, I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna just say let's lay it out all on the table, and let's just say, with Nick's strengths, with your cunning spots here and there, there is no way that we're losing this match on Saturday. There's no way.
Strength, skill, strategy, we've got it all.
Absolutely. The brain, brawn, there's There's no way around it. They don't have the experience that we do. They don't have our size. They look like ants compared to Brutal. They could they got nothing on us. Period.
And said we could squish with our shoe.
Exactly. I could run one of them over with my wheel, and it would be the end.
Let's try.
I mean, personally, I would take greater pleasure in holding up a giant magnifying glass and having them die a slow, painful death. But that's just me. I enjoy inflicting punishment. What can I say? Just like I'm going to enjoy inflicting punishment this Saturday at Baker County Fairgrounds upon the Kentish Bros.
That's right. And you know what?
Rolls on to yet another victory.
That's right. You know what? And I like that idea about a magnifying glass, but we would need actually a really big magnifying glass. And I know that we would have to actually dip into the DWI budget, but I don't know how well this budget, on a side note, is being taken care of. Because Dylan, what was happening here? This looks very expensive right here. Just the whole scenario. What was going on here?
Where's the rest of your shirt, man? Like, I'm seeing a lot of flesh in the middle there. What's going on?
Okay, so let's.
You got a big smile on your face. That is the biggest smile. You better smile like that when we beat the Kentish Bros and eventually win the titles. You better smile as big as that picture.
Yeah, you better.
I certainly will. See, now that was not part of the budget. That was my personal funds. I definitely am not in any way messing around with the budget. Okay, hey, don't look at me like that.
Because the last time I remember, I was like, Dylan, my knee pads are kind of wearing out. You think we could kind of, take care of that? You're like, well, we're kind of tight right now. It don't look tight right here, Dylan. You look tight between these two women. You look tight, but a very, good tight.
I mean, these women look like they're ready to worship the ground you can't walk in. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
Okay. Let's not get off track here. Okay. Right. Look, I'll tell you what. I will help you with those knee pads if we on Saturday.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So, to remind everybody, here it is. Unbroken DCCW, Saturday, May 27th of this year, Baker County Fairgrounds, with all them hicks out there booing us as usual because they don't know no better. We'll be out there versing the Kentish Bros. Just imagine they don't have titles because they don't have titles. But it would be these gentlemen from Jamaica, former champions. But, it is what it is. DWI, we are coming with momentum. Last thoughts, Nick. Your last thoughts coming in May 27th.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Yeah, you mentioned that the Kentish Bros are from Jamaica. Well, we're gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, we're just, we gotta have keen strategy.
We'll take it right at them.
Yeah,
right at 'em.
Yeah.
Hey, there's.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm just like, just so excited about thinking about the possibility of, winning this match and going on to tag team gold. I can't even complete a coherent thought right now.
No, I've never seen you so focused.
I mean, I'm just like, this is not me usually. I mean, I usually, have something to say. But Kentish Bros, bottom line, we're making you guys extra famous this Saturday. And when we get done with you, you're going to need that parking pass a lot more than Dylan. Because, once again, DWI will cripple the competition.
Dylan, your thoughts. What are we doing? How are we approaching this May 27th? What are your thoughts? What is your vibe? Tell them, Dylan. Tell them.
I mean, like I said, honestly, Brutal, I feel the same way you do. There isn't much left to say at this point. There's not much left to say. And I'm ready for Saturday. I'm sure you guys are too as well. And I'm ready to do what we do best, what we do every single time we show up, we show out, and we cripple the competition. That is our moniker. That is our way of life. That's what we do. And we will be doing that Saturday, May 27th.
I absolutely agree. Kentish Bros, if you're seeing this or you'll see it after the fact, we're coming at you. Yeah, you're fast. Yeah, you're young. Yeah, you have 3% body fat. Whatever. We're coming at you, and we're not going to stop until our hands are raised by any means necessary. So expect everything and expect nothing. DWI is going to be victorious because at the end of the day, Dylan Will Incorporated, DWI, we cripple the competition. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you May 27th. Don't forget, everybody watching, DCCW Unbroken, May 27th, Baker County Fairgrounds. Be there or be square. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thank
We
you.
will be victorious.